as Idalia makes its way onto land. Crews are heading south to help repair the damage and support those in need.
And let's turn things over now. Steve Nason joining us, the Disaster Program Director with the North Carolina Red Cross. And Steve, thank you for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So what are the ongoing efforts? What have you guys done so far in the last 24 hours as we've been preparing for Idalia to make landfall?
Sure. Well, at this stage, as is the case with any approaching hurricane, we're really focused on getting our volunteers and staff pre-positioned and then getting our supplies, our material in the right places. So we've done that. We've got 21 volunteers that have been deployed down to Florida. Our emergency response vehicle, which is showing a picture of right now, has been deployed as well. So that's actually moved down to Alabama, and we'll shortly move into the Florida region to support recovery efforts. So actually a lot of moving parts, and we're really looking to see the track of the storm and then come in the wake of the storm to support community recovery efforts.
And that staging outside of the path is so critical, because then you all are able to take a vehicle that's not damaged into, and what's that immediate need like in communities that are in the path of storms like Idalia?
Yeah, so when we're managing storms like this, the first concern is to really shelter folks so that they're protected from the impact of the storm. So right now, there are literally dozens of shelters that are open throughout the state of Florida and even into the state of Georgia. And, the effort there is really short-term protection. So then as we start to evaluate the impact of the storm, we then move into more of a temporary sheltering operation where those that have been directly impacted, may have lost their homes or had homes that have been turned unsafe, are able to be provided with a shelter, food, and clothing as necessary, measured over some relatively short period of time until they're able to get on their recovery path.
Steve, we've already seen this morning just the levels of water has risen over roads, into parks and parking lots. We know businesses and homes are going to be affected. We hope that it is minimum, but we also know there is the potential impact in North Carolina, which is where you guys are based as well. What are you doing? What kind of steps are you taking to maybe prepare for what could come our way?
Sure. So we have actually put a response operation into effect here that covers both Carolinas. So we're operating under a unified structure, and for both North and South Carolina, and we've moved resources from the western portions of that geography over to the eastern portion of the geography. And right now we're in a position of waiting. We expect that when this moves into South Carolina, that it will be perhaps a strong tropical storm. And we'll take appropriate action once we see the damage that starts to occur.
Regardless of the disaster, you all are always there to support those in their time of greatest need. What is that response like from people when you all show up to offer a safe place and meet those people where they are?
Yeah, it is an impactful moment when we're able to step in and help people that are in need. Many people that have been displaced from their homes weren't anticipating that they were going to find themselves in this situation. So it is a traumatic experience when you've been displaced, whether it's from a home fire or from a hurricane. That's a place where we find great ability to help people. And you're certainly seeing that. You'll see that in this storm, and you'll see that in other storms that we participate in recovery efforts too.
Well, Steve, we know the need is already great. It will continue to be great over the next couple of days, maybe weeks, months, and years, depending on the outcome of Idalia. But we also know that, like you mentioned, the need is also there for those that are affected by fire and other type of natural disasters. If people want to help, whether it's volunteer, if they are financially blessed and want to give, what's the best way to kind of get involved?
So 1-800-RED Cross, if you'd like to contact us and make a donation by phone, our redcross.org website. is also there. If you want to volunteer or make a donation, you can also text Red Cross to 90999 if you'd like to make a contribution.